Yo, what's up guys? Universal Mastery. So, what I do on my channel is I break down the occult sciences to an extremely practical level so that you can use it, understand it, and apply it in your day-to-day life. Now, what we're going to be talking about in today's video is a continuation on the Ars Goetia series that I have going on my channel. I think I'm somewhere around like 27 demons so far, so I've covered about 27 different types of Ars Goetic demons. So we're continuing on this series, and the specific demon that we are going to be covering and talking about in today's video is Naberius. So if you want to know a little bit more about the demon Naberius, then definitely stay tuned for the rest of this video. Okay, so the first thing I want to say is definitely make sure you go and you check out my Patreon. On my Patreon, I have exclusive content, and it's content that I post weekly that is not on my YouTube channel. So in order to gain access to this exclusive content and other things as well, you gain access to communicate with me whenever through chat on the Patreon as well. So where you're gonna go to gain access to this content is the drop down of this video in the description. It's gonna be the very first link that says My Patreon. Click that, and in order to gain access to the exclusive content, you have to at least be a Tier 2 member or up. So in order to be a Tier 2 member, it literally costs $9.95 a month, and that is a reoccurring payment. But if you do the math, that literally will come out to less than $1 a day. So there's absolutely no reason why you shouldn't be able to afford that with all of the value that I have on there. And trust me, I have tons of value on there. Okay, so definitely make sure you go and you check that out. And as you go up in tiers, the benefits go up as well. I'll let you check that out for yourself. And I would love to give a special shout out to the top tier members of the Patreon right now. Their names are going to be mentioned right below that Patreon link. Okay, so other than that, let's go right into this video. Here we go. So Naberius. Naberius is a witchcraft spirit who teaches art and sciences of all kind. He can empower an artist's project with inspiration to help with success. Naberius is a master of rhetoric. He is good with words and will teach his summoner the art of speech and how to talk yourself out of a dire situation or talk someone into believing you're trustworthy. Naberius can fix your tarnished reputation. He can help you find lost possessions. Interesting. Okay, so let's start here. The level is beginner to advanced. The tarot is 7 of cups. The planet is going to be Jupiter and Neptune. The metal is tin and Neptunium. The element is water. The color is violet. The plant is ash. The incense is jasmine. And the zodiac is Scorpio. And the demonic N, here's the demonic N, Ian Tasa Volokur Naberius. Ian Tasa Volokur Naberius. Ian Tasa Volokur Naberius. And that's it. Ugh. So, personally, for my own personal experience having worked with Naberius, no, I do not have any in-depth personal experience to share about myself working with Naberius. But what we have just read about Naberius is that Naberius is good for things in the nature of science, understanding science, and he's good for the artists, the scholars and the artists. So it definitely, I can already tell like what kind of transformation that Naberius can bring, and it definitely seems that Naberius can bring a form of like a scientific understanding of the occult, which is what I promote every single video that I make, where I'd say, hey, my channel is about the occult sciences. So because the occult is hidden, right? There's tons of hidden forces around us that are different types of energies. And these energies have codes to them. They're real codes. There's a real science to the occult. So definitely Naberius seems like one of those spirits that can help the adept or the person working with them how to understand these sciences of the occult. So it's so it makes it much more practical, and they can actually explain it and speak it to other people. And that might also tie into the part where it said Naberius can help you with being able to speak about certain things and have people trust you more. People look at you as if you are more trustworthy because you now have a more scientific way of speaking. Maybe that's what that connection is. But then it also said, one thing that stuck out to me about Naberius is it also said Naberius can help you find lost possessions, which is an interesting thing. And I always like to uncover these things a little bit more in depth, because lost possessions to the average person might just be like, oh, you know what, like maybe like Naberius can help me find my car keys. And I'm sure, yes, cool, like that can work 100%. Like work with Naberius, build a strong connection with Naberius. You might start finding things a lot more often. Or if you're very forgetful and you tend to misplace things, you might start finding things a lot more often because you're working with Naberius. You're being influenced by that demon's energy, that different type of code of energy, that instead of you normally misplacing things and not knowing where you're putting stuff, it's now changing you and it's causing you to remember where you're placing things. But also on an astral level, let's talk about astral level. Let's say there's something that, maybe something happened to you a long time ago. Maybe there was something that happened a long time ago in your past, and it was like you could almost say like an emotional trauma that had happened to you, and maybe it caused you to lose something about yourself. Maybe it caused you to lose an aspect of yourself that actually was good for you, but you threw it away or you lost it because the experience that you went through was so emotionally traumatic that you dismissed it, and you essentially, on an astral level, you got rid of something that was a part of who you are. It was a part of your spirit. So maybe Naberius can also, and I'm sure could definitely happen if you work with the spirit on a more deeper level. Naberius can help you regain some of those things that you had previously lost due to your past emotional traumatic experiences. So that's just another creative way that you could work with this demon. Okay, because whenever we deal with occult matters, we don't always want to just look on the surface level. We want to look on the deeper levels as well. What else can that mean? Can help me find lost things. What else could that mean? So yeah, and that's very powerful, to have gone through a very emotionally traumatic experience and have lost something on the astral, meaning something to your spirit. You had lost something to your spirit a long time ago maybe, or maybe it wasn't long ago, maybe it was recent, or whenever it was, to then work with the spirit to help you regain those different aspects, those different maybe skill sets or characteristics that you used to once have. Okay, that's very powerful. So other than that, I'm gonna wrap it up here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, definitely hit that thumbs up. If you like this type of series that I'm doing, then come down here, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, because I'm posting videos as often as I can. Okay, and once again, where you're going to be able to find the Patreon is when you go to the description. You're going to click the drop down. It's going to be the very first link at the very top. It says My Patreon right next to it. Definitely check that out for yourself. Then you go to the second link below that. It's going to take you to the Facebook community. When you click that, you're going to see a pinned post that says Private Group here, request to join. When I get 50 people in that private group, I'm going to be posting on there consistently in the form of written and in the form of pictorial quotes. So definitely make sure you request to join that. Okay? Other than that, I'm going to wrap it up here. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day or night, wherever you are, and I will see you on the next video. Peace.